What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Oliver from Oliver's Aquatic Garden here. Today I'm going to be telling you 5 tips on how to keep your aquarium plants healthy, happy, and beautiful, and to fix problems that you may be having with your aquarium plants dying. Without further ado, let's jump into this video. Starting off with tip number 1, the substrate. We want to make sure we have a really good nutrient-rich substrate for our plants. See, our plants take up to 400 times more nutrients through their roots than through their water column and their leaves. So we want to make sure we have that substrate filled to the brim with nutrients, and that organic potting soil or organic soil mix that I discuss in the video up here, and it will bring such a great value to your aquarium plants, and it'll make your plants have plenty of nutrients in these substrates. Now, after the while, you're gonna have to change out your substrate, but I've seen tanks, and I've had tanks performing with substrate that's well over 8 months old and is still going strong. Of course, it's gonna vary depending on the plant load and how much of a thickness of a substrate that you have. But if you wanna go here in more detail, in-depth video about that, then you need to check out that dirty video up there. Now, for tip number 2, let's talk about the lighting. We want to make sure that we have a really high quality light when growing our plants, because our plants can't live without this light. So we're going to want to invest in a very good aquarium light. If I had to invest in one thing that would be really expensive in my aquarium, it would be the aquarium light when it comes to growing plants. Not only are your plants going to benefit from the full range of spectrum of colors of some of these aquarium lights, your fish are going to benefit too. This is also going to provide a lot of light to your fish, and your fish are going to be visible and better seen with that light, which is going to bring out more colors. Now, this light that I use for this 75 gallon here is a Chihiro's WRGB2. It is a little bit on the expensive side, but it's one of the best lights out there that I really recommend for an aquarium enthusiast that's going to want to grow some really good plants. It's got a really strong light. It's got great full range color, and it's Bluetooth controlled on your phone, so you can measure up all the different light settings and choose the setting that runs best for you. So when it comes down to lighting, be sure to spend a good deal on your lighting and make sure that you're getting a great light. For our 3rd tip, let's talk about how to eradicate algae on your aquarium plant leaves. For this method, I'm going to be using a spray bottle filled up with H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, that is very easy and harmless to your fish. See, hydrogen peroxide, when it comes into contact with water, it creates just more water. So what I like to do is I like to drain my aquariums down 50%, sometimes 75% if I'm having a really bad algae break. I'll take up my leaves, hold them by my hand, or prop them up with just a stick or something, and I will spray all down the entire tank with H2O2, and you can hear the algae sizzle. It's really fun and unique to hear when it's sizzling, and it just sizzles, and you leave it there for about 10 to 15 minutes uncovered like that. You come back with a paper towel and you wipe it all down, and it is so satisfying, but you're also killing a lot of algae, and so it's great. And again, it does turn into water when it comes into contact with water, so you're not going to harm your fish with any unknown chemicals. So it's great. I really recommend picking up a spray bottle from Walmart for about $1 and getting some H2O2 in a big jug for about $3. You have your great $4 algae solution that comes to killing your plants, and it's going to save you a lot of money and a lot of time. Tip number 4. Be sure to buy healthy, large, and uninfected aquarium plants. Your aquarium plants should be bought, they should be large, they should be healthy, and they should have no pests on them whatsoever, whether it be algae or snails. It should be clean. And when you're starting off with a clean, big, large, healthy plant, you're gonna have nothing but success. But if you go the opposite route, you have a small, infected, not so healthy plant, and then you're gonna be running it in the best conditions possible, it's gonna still set you up for failure. Yeah, you're gonna need a really good setup. But with your safety of your big giant plants, you have more of a fallback room and more of a cushion. If just in case if something goes wrong, you can always tweak it later and you'll be perfectly fine. So the bigger the plant, the healthier the plant, the more cushion you have when it comes to keeping your aquarium plants. If you want some big, healthy, organic aquarium plants that are fresh and only grown here in the US with no imports, check out oliversaquatics.com. Link in the description, check it out. I will hand ship your orders. Yeah, be sure to go check it out. For the fifth and final tip of this video, we want to talk about stability in the aquarium. We want to talk about how we want all of our things to be stable. Our water parameters, our water quality, our temperature, our fish load, and if you do have to change things, slowly increase it or slowly decrease it. You just don't want a sudden shock to your aquarium. But if you do have a sudden shock, then you want to have some stable, so we want to have some very hardy aquarium plants, and that's what make beginner plants like Vallisneria and Hygrophilus such a great plant for beginners, that they are messing with their aquarium and they need to be stable, and the Hygrophilus and Vallisnerias can combat that. The same goes for fish too. If you're having fish, you want to be stable with your fish. The hardier the fish, the more it can take that unstableness. But if you have a very stable tank overall, you will be rewarded with great plant growth and great fish health. If you found this video enjoying or helpful, leave a like and comment down below if you have any questions. Also, if you're in the need for some aquarium plants, be sure to check out my website down in the description below at oliversaquatics.com. I have over 60 species of aquarium plants that I grow here in my grow here in my greenhouse, my tanks, and my ponds. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.